a stone boy.
Yeah, it's a great one. Just the video just came out this week. Great one.
I'm hanging out with him on radio today.
Oh, it's today, is it?
I will make the time
find a
to
reason
listen.
to come and hover about. He's a cool guy. I get on well with him.
What time is he coming in exactly?
Oh, 10 to 12. He's my co-host, so we're doing the show together.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Stone Boy is a great guy.
Anything
man.
you guys want me to ask him? So that I'll say it's not my question.
I would want to ask him if the wife get livid with him, how does he, go about it?
Yeah,
seriously.
I want to know if you'll participate in the VGMAs if they suddenly decide to change their mind.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the gun that he, where is it? Where's the gun?
Where is it then?
That issue is in courts.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Back in courts.
They've not been really about.
Try
We haven't
a set to
reviewed it in a
begin.
while.
Try a set to begin.
Oh.
Yeah. So I can't ask him that.
No, the gun. Oh, the gun that he removed.
What did he plead, by the way?
I don't know. The gun. I'm talking about the gun. It's true.
Was it a gun? Was it a gun?
Stone Boy.
Were you there?
I saw it on TV.
It was a gun.
The thing looked gun.
Like looked gun. Okay. The thing looked gun. Here's what else I'd like to know. Will he compose a theme tune for the AM show?
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
AM Ololo.
Or even for
I just have to change my tone, and yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
It's your watch.
So you are co-hosting.
Yeah, we're co-hosting.
So will we have a picture on social media of you sitting on his lap and moving?
Oh, but if you're co-hosting, do you have to sit on?
I'm suggesting it.
Yeah. It's still my studio,
We're sitting in the hot seat together. I want a picture of that to blackmail you.
There's nothing like that. Yeah. All right, let's do the newspapers. It's finally Friday. Like, have I been looking forward to Friday for a very long time?
Have you?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I don't look forward to Friday because by the time you say it's Monday, so
well, I've been looking forward to this day because today is also the day that we open the Habitat Fair. Starts today at 2 p.m.
I promise myself I'll come through on Sunday.
Yeah, please do.
You want to buy a third house?
No.
With all the...
I want to see whether I can purchase a land. No.
Okay. And that will be good investment as well, Charlie.
I have not been
looking for investment
forward
opportunities.
Today.
Yeah? What's up?
Because after today, I'm away for a whole month.
Yeah, you're wicked. You're wicked.
A whole month I'll be away from you guys. I really... at first I was looking forward to it because I'm tired. I need rest. And we've got some work to do, so we're traveling for that. And then afterwards, I'll take a bit of time to rest. But now I don't want to go.
I was thinking this morning, you're actually going with the producer. He's going with Echo.
I am?
Yes.
Oh, as in Echo is also going on leave. Yeah. Yeah, he is. He'll be away for a while. And by the way,
we'll get Dennis to fill your seat. Dennis Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can imagine Dennis being here. Dennis is so cool, eh?
Yeah.
Why
so
are you
from
people
Monday,
so excited that I'm leaving?
We'll bring our sound engineer.
Yeah. In the morning, we'll give him a dose of a little bit of shocker.
Yeah, but you'll be missed.
Oh. I miss you guys already.
Listen, we have a show. You're not gone yet.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. Let's do the newspapers.
Okay. I've got three. I've got the Ghanaian Times, the Daily Guide, and the Daily Dispatch this morning.
I've got the Gold Street Business, Weekend Today, and the New Post.
No catalysts?
I haven't been able to. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll do the Daily Graphic, the Finder, and the Daily
I know Mama will not be upset.
No, I'm okay with it. I mean, yeah.
Just not yesterday. All right, shall I go?
Yeah.
All right then. So the Ghanaian Times first, and this morning, no hospital project abandoned. That's according to the health minister. It's a banner headline this morning. Randy Abbey leads pack for EXCO position. President off to 74th session of UN General Assembly. Oh yes, of course, Kojo Nkrumah is part of the advanced team. They are already there setting things up, and the president follows.
Is it a
today.
74th?
It's the 74th session, I believe. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Lots of people going to the US. Ghana obtains Africa's highest score in aviation safety oversight. Well, That's positive. That's something we ought to make a bit of noise about.
Absolutely.
Kotoka has scored highly, consistently, when it comes to meeting some of these standards. And it's something that we haven't really shone a light on enough. But in the sub-region, we are respected for meeting all of the international standards and constantly upgrading our facilities to that purpose. So the advantage of making this noise is that we can turn Ghana into a refueling hub, which brings a lot of money to our economy. So Ghana obtains Africa's highest score in aviation safety oversight. Very well done to the authorities on that. 989,558 children vaccinated against polio in Greater Accra. That's on the back page of the Ghanaian Times this morning, which leads us to the Daily Guide. And banner headline, NDC set up SWAT. Some George lied, says AWW report. That's an interesting story to glean from the Ayawaso West Wuogon report, but that's what the Daily Guide saw when they read it. I'm above politics, Asantehene says. Otumfuo's chief killer, in quotes, planned settling in Burkina, so I guess he was trying to escape. Now, there's a story on the front page of the Daily Guide about the Takoradi kidnappings, and I don't know if I'm the only one who gets a bit of a sense of trepidation before I read a Daily Guide story about those kidnappings, but I'm having that today, although I have independently confirmed that it is true, so I'll go ahead. Third Takoradi kidnapper lands. He's been extradited from Nigeria, and he's here now to face
We carried
the
that
law.
in the AM News.
Yeah. EC exposes NDC lies is also on the front page, and on the back this morning we have 4 sports stories. And here's one. Dede explains Swansea stay. Why does he have to explain it? It's Swansea, the greatest team in the world. Of course he stayed. Why does nobody understand?
Did you just say Swansea is the greatest team in the world?
Of course it is.
Oh, okay.
Swansea City,
Because you
the
lived in the
Swans,
area.
the Jack Army.
What's the standard of measurement?
Greatness
He lived
is
in
the standard.
area, so
Okay.
Swansea.
Greatness,
All right.
amazingability.
All right.
Yes. So of course he stayed. Why must he explain?
I have a friend in the UK who says MK Dons is the greatest team.
Well, you know.
Then I met a white guy on internship years ago, and he says Blackpool. And
You know what?
Everybody has
Kutuse
their-
is
everybody
the
has
greatest place.
Where? Kuntunse.
are your roads good? I still the greatest place.
So you don't have to explain why you haven't moved. All right. So, Achu begs Newcastle fans. Jan joins United. Which United? India.
This one is in
Super
India.
League side Northeast United. Okay.
Not bad.
All right. Stars slip in FIFA ranking. That was expected. Okay. So that's it for the Daily Guide. Daily Dispatch next. And banner headline this morning, GMC has not paid $10 million to the Railway Ministry. Ghana Manganese Company, exposed by Ghana Railway Company. That is the banner headline, and the details are in there, that the Manganese Company has not paid that money, $10 million to the Railway Ministry. Okay, NDC sues EC over voters register. Yeah, we heard about that in the press conference yesterday of the NDC. They were talking about what they perceive to be a biased way of managing the Electoral Commission, and they named the EC chair and one of the other commissioners as being the reasons for that. Ectopic pregnancy, fair women at risk, KNUST research. Now, you know what's funny? This is a story that was first done on Joy News. KNUST did some research, and they discovered that in a particular hospital or in a particular area, over time, more fair-colored women had ectopic pregnancies than dark-skinned women. But the study did not explain what the cause was, what it is about fair-colored women that is making them have ectopic pregnancies. So we don't know whether it is simply a statistical anomaly. I mean, a woman is either fair-colored or not, right?
So maybe,
So
maybe there were
could it just
more
be
fair-colored women
In the area.
in the area.
Or There were
Or
more.
that
I
comes
mean,
to the hospital.
the point is, no matter what, there will be one number more than the other because you are either fair-colored or you're not. So if you do a study, it will either be that more fair-colored women or less fair-colored women have ectopic pregnancies. That will be one of two possible outcomes. Okay, so what is the reason? You know, what is it about being fair that makes them have ectopic pregnancies?
It could be that maybe for the hospitals that were monitored, maybe many of the women who came in fair were actually dark.
When they were born.
Yeah, but
And then
because
they
they had
bleached.
bleached consistently.
But
so it may
but
not
the
even
study
be.
doesn't say that.
So
you
it
see?
may not,
But,
it may not
because
even
they
be
don't
fair.
know.
dark.
You know,
Exactly.
black men, we can't distinguish if somebody bleached. We only like the fair color.
That's not true.
Oh,
Sometimes
did
you
you
can
say
tell.
you only like, that's your taste. It's not every black
Sometimes
man.
you can. Yeah, not every black man likes
Yeah.
fair-colored.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have a taste. I don't have a preference.
You don't have a taste.
I don't have a
I
preference.
know you like.
You don't
fair
have a
colour.
preference in terms
Fair
of
I don't have
color.
a preference. Yeah.
Anything goes. Fair,
But other
fair
statistics, what did they say? Other stats.
statistics, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh
my
no, you know
preference
when
is?
you said you don't have a taste, I wanted to understand what that
I meant I
meant.
don't have a preference when it comes to skin color.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah,
I see.
but yeah, I'm a bit concerned because this is supposed to be a scientific study, so it ought to explain. Otherwise, what is the value of it? So what can fair-colored women do to reduce their chances of having ectopic pregnancy?
I get
What
you.
is the causality there? If you don't have that,
You have to
do you
tan.
even have a study? You know,
Go for tanning.
Maybe the dispatch has more.
well, maybe, unless they took it from us. Ayawa's West Wogon violence, full recommendations, and that is on pages 2, 11, and 12 of the Daily Dispatch this morning. And that's it from me.
Ro, you want to go?
Yes, I wanted to. You want to go?
No, go ahead.
Okay. The new
Anything for
publisher-
you.
Thank you, my darling. The new you're in a good mood today. The new
I
publisher-
always am.
The new. Did you say you always? The new publisher. The new publisher has on the front page NDC police clash at Yewu Demo in Kumasi, and we're told that they really didn't have the police approval. But Charlie, some.
No, you don't need police approval. You need to notify them.
Yeah, they said they had notified them in due time, so they might whether they get them. But Sam George curses Nanado over Ayawaso West Wogon slaps. Menshia to ban NDC if 2 highway robbers grabbed. Councillor Lutrot banned from TV radio. Mama, is it true? Is your
Why are you asking me?
your friend?
I haven't spotted him.
Let me know.
When I see him, I could ask him.
Okay.
Yes.
The Weekend Today has the main story. GN Savings case adjourned. The story is on page 3 of the paper. And then we also have I followed due process in award of contracts under fire Angloga DC. Seth Yemou DC for Angloga District Assembly. Journalists donate learning materials to business schools at Asane Manso Crosso.
Akroso.
Across. That's your.
Let me see. That's where my husband comes from.
Yeah. We're landing their life this weekend.
What are you going to do in Akroso?
No, following the Ghana Grand Tour, we've been encouraged to. Go
So you're going
for-
to Akroso?
Yeah, local
Okay.
tourism. Advocates of the Ghana Grand Tour. Gold Street Business. Ghana, Ivory Coast to set cocoa production ceiling. That's a good one. Employees to be compulsorily insured from next year. Hey. Oh, okay. Ghana uncompetitive in African market. Research survey reveals. And then we have other stories on the back page. I think that'll do for me, Mama. Be quick.
All right, let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page of the graphic says government abrogates Akwatia mine contracts. It's been abrogated. It was awarded to Great Consolidated Diamonds Ghana Limited in 2011 to mine diamonds at Akwatia. But it's been abrogated for breach of contracts. If you go to the story itself, page 3, it explains where this company is coming from. Is a subsidiary of the Jospon Group of companies. It took over the operations in August 2011 and promised to invest $100 million over a 5-year period and also produce 1 million carats of diamonds every year within the period. Besides, it promised to create 2,500 direct jobs and 50,000 indirect jobs. But the company had complained about the inability of the company to fulfill the promise or promises, which had affected the economy of the area. It will give you a good background. That full story is on page 3, but the essence of the story really is that that contract has been abrogated for breach. Because of some breaches. Also on the front page, President leaves for 74th UN General Assembly. Customs impounds smuggled wax prints. That story is on page 16 in the center spread. UG Medical Center begins operations at OPD Mother and Child units. Story says the University of Ghana Medical Center has begun operations at the outpatients department and the Mother and Child units, according to the Health Minister, Kweku Agyeman. He said the ministry has also started assessing funds to procure medicines and other items for the hospital. He was briefing the press in Accra yesterday on the state of health infrastructure in the country. And that's where he said the medical center was being operated in phases. So, quote, you cannot operationalize all the divisions of the hospital at the same time, since it would create a chaotic situation, on quotes. All right, so there's an interim management committee that's been running the facility. More background to what he said, but essentially, I mean, people get so upset that there's this huge modern facility right close to them, and when they have to go to the hospital, they have to drive past this University of Ghana facility, this beautiful facility, and go to 37, sometimes go to Kolibu. So it's been really, really frustrating. And I've received a lot of messages, people asking us to follow up and see why the facility is not running fully. So this is an update in the center spread of the paper. Also, government to construct dormitories for E-block schools. That came out when the education minister briefed the media yesterday. Health Ministry to set up intelligence unit to deal with quacks. Okay, back page. Kojo Krom Takwa rail line ready. It says railway service for passengers on the Kojo Krom to Takwa line is expected to start in October after a successful test run on the renovated rail line last Tuesday. Operations on the Western rail line had been out of service since September 13, 2007. Also, the Ghana Highway Authority assesses collapsed bridge on River Ochi. Is on the main Bremani-Sekuman Achimoda Road. It collapsed last Monday. Let's do the Finder, and then we'll finish off with the Daily Statesman. So here we go with what's on the front page of the Finder today. Cabinet approves 274.2 million. I still get confused. Euro.
This is Euro.
Okay. For construction of new health project, $20 million for rehabilitation of old health projects. Also, government to provide basic needs of Agbogloshi and Old Fadama, according to Vice President. Are these promises that can be real? Really? 91.2% of free senior high school candidates secured schools. GCB Bank supports 30 medical students abroad. Now the Daily Statesman. Napo, we've achieved 90% of school placement. Alleged killers of Tamale policewoman in court. State takes over GCD GL. That's what's also on the front page of the Daily Graphic. So that's the Great Consolidated Diamonds Ghana Limited. SIGA Director General orders Jospon Group out of Akwatia site. So it's related to the headline, State takes over the Great Consolidated Diamonds Ghana Limited. All right. Really, that's it. I'm true. Any stories that you guys want to dig in?
You know, I went and read a bit more about this study.
The study, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know, I'm even less confident in it now. So Professor Opoku, well, Dr. Opoku, he's called doctor at one point in the story and then professor at another. But they did this study at Konfanochi Teaching Hospital between September 2011 and August 2012.
Okay.
Okay, so it's taken quite a while for the results to come out. But he says over the years we have had anecdotal evidence that women who are fair in complexion came frequently with ectopic pregnancies. So we sought to find out if that is a risk factor. So that is actually what they wanted to know, whether being fair is a risk factor. But they haven't determined that. They've only determined that more fair women get ectopic pregnancies than other skin shades. But they haven't determined whether being fair is the risk factor. You know, because we asked other scientists, I remember in the newsroom we called some scientists, we asked them whether melanin, which is the only thing that differentiates between a fair person and a dark person. Dark people have more melanin. Whether melanin has anything to do with reproduction. And they said there is zero scientific connection between melanin and reproduction. So what is the cause, if there is one? If there is something about being fair that makes you more at risk of having ectopic pregnancy, what is that thing? That's what they sought to discover. They said it themselves, the risk factor. But they haven't succeeded in doing that. Rather, they give this very unscientific conclusion. Listen, where is it? He says, the story says, baffled at the finding, the researchers arrived at the belief that Ghanaian men's preference for fair ladies as feasible reason. And then here's a quote from the scientists. Since fair women are more attracted to men, there is the high I think they mean attractive. There is the high chance of getting more sexual partners. And the more lifetime sexual partners, the more the chances of getting pelvic infections, which mostly damage the fallopian tubes. This is Professor Opoku here. So what he is suggesting is that maybe the higher risk is because of more pelvic infections.
Due to more sexual infections.
Well, he makes that conclusion first, which is still not backed by his study. And then the second conclusion he puts on top of it is that, well, fair women are more attractive to men. Then he adds a third conclusion, which is, as a result, they have more sexual partners.
Okay. Now
and then a fourth conclusion, having more sexual partners leads to more.
So first of all, what's the first statement?
Since fair women are more attractive to men.
Now you need to prove that. You need to prove that.
Exactly.
That's like full stop. You need to back that with scientific evidence.
Before you even move on.
And then even the second one, what's the second one?
Seriously,
the second one is what?
You're a representative of the average Ghanaian man.
There is a high chance. There is a high chance of getting more sexual partners. That's the next statement.
Wait. So if you're fair, then you attract a lot more men. That's what it is.
Yes. So then you have more sexual partners.
Okay, what's the backing to that as well?
I think he likes fair women.
No, but you just said that you like fair women too.
No, I haven't.
Hey!
Did I say that?
Let's play it back. Let's play it back.
Can we play back on live TV? I never said that. Did I say that? Please, if I said that, I've retracted.
But what's wrong? Wait, hang on. What's wrong with that?
No, I don't.
What's wrong with
I've not come to any conclusion that I like fair. Me, I don't have any preference.
Is it?
I definitely don't. My current.
I'm like.
Oh my God.
My current partner is light-skinned.
Your current partner is light.
Yes, but that is not why.
We
is
are
not why she's my partner.
Anything goes.
Wait, is it the same one that I know?
The one before was dark-skinned.
Okay.
Oh,
can we go?
Are you kidding me?
Can we go? What do you want to talk about?
No, you know, he said. I said, is it the same one that I know?
Before you.
And he said no. He said
we know the.
And then the one before that was
also fair.
Dark-skinned too.
Are you sure?
How many have you had?
Well, I've lived for 40 years, so there've been a few.
So you had 40.
No.
Before you come in, just give me 2 minutes. So on page 14.
Of what?
The new publisher. It says, please capture it on page 14. Can we capture it?
Right. What's your interest?
3 things.
Then hold it well, hey?
3 things to do with ice cubes in bed. It's a Friday. Relax.
All right. Number one.
And this one is couch from Men's Health. It's a
Magazine. Yeah.
And there's this sex life therapist, Talia Wagner. I know her.
Hey.
On Instagram.
Is she fair? Is she light skinned?
She's a white woman.
Okay.
And she's based in Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles, LA. And she says that by employing a technique called temperature play, using hot or cold sensations to stimulate the neuroreceptors under your skin, you add a little kink to your sex life. Mama, stop typing.
I don't understand the big English that you are like the things you're saying.
Playing around with hot and cold things in bed is nice.
Now listen, Mama, these are some of them. Sometimes when you come, you are so hard. You need to relax. It says stimulating nerve endings in foreplay. Listen, Mama, stop typing.
I am listening. I'm trying to find out.
Don't find
from Dr. Anshimai and the Conventional Teaching Hospital.
Ask her about
the research.
Oh, but we're talking about ice cubes. Wait, hold the research. Go on, my dear brother.
That's right. Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
Stimulating nerve endings in foreplay builds anticipation and excitement, highly intensifying under the pleasure of sex.
Yeah.
But Marvin, listen.
I am listening.
You are disturbing the way I'm reading.
Hey.
Am I the reason you're reading?
Yes. Can't you tell?
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
So give us the 3 ways.
Okay, so the
three things
ways,
that you can do with it.
Don't place anything frozen directly into the genital. Please listen.
I am.
Okay.
I think the rest is not good for this one.
Oh.
But they say ice cubes is good in bed.
Please. It's not good for you. Let me read it myself.
Okay, but Wabi, please, what do you want
Who
to
knows? A stray ice cube might find its way.
I don't even know. I don't even
so,
know.
Mama,
why
is
we're
it
doing
true?
this. Why are you guys asking me like I'm some expert?
Hot water and cold water.
We
But these are.
We know because you're not an expert. That we want you to listen to some of these things. You're not an
So that I can go and practice.
Yes.
No, we
Okay,
didn't.
yo. But
Please
you guys preaching, have you practiced? Is this something that you know works?
No, we're learning it. So.
Oh, I know. I know one thing you can do with ice cubes in bed.
Okay.
Put them in your drink.
Okay, Mama V, please.
Okay.
You wanted to. What are you looking at today?
Apparently, it can prolong your ability to withhold. Okay. And it enhances oral. Okay.
Me, I want to go to my job online.
Yeah, please go. Is it time? We have.
So I want to go to my job online.
There's also something here about honey. Okay, so where were we?
We haven't gone anywhere. We've been here.
Okay. Welcome back.
Let's go to
From the commercial
We're
break.
giving you 5 minutes.
You guys are getting ideas this Friday.
It is Friday.
Yeah.
You have to prepare for the
The
weekend.
things you do
never
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Friday.
By their deeds.
We shall know you.
We're going to go to myjoyonline.com. So
Let's see what's
one
there
on
this
our
morning.
page. PIAC to refer 5 ghost and substandard projects to IOCO. Public Interest Accountability Committee, yeah?
Committee. Comedy.
Shall we move on?
Yeah. Some ice cold is working. Some ice cold cubes are working. You just said it.
Okay. There are more
Please,
stories
please
on
take the ice cubes out of your mouth and move the thing
flip
forward.
through, you know? Yeah. Mail Shop Commission failed to do an impartial work according to government. And this is from, if you read the white paper accompanying the committee's reports, you fairly come to this conclusion.
Yeah.
NDC only. Okay, you guys will have to help me. Can't see.
Where is it?
Only
Where
creating public
Genius is.
disaffection for us, according to the EC.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is all we can do from here. So you can go to myjoyonline.com and explore. I can't properly see from where I sit.
All right, to take a break.
We'll be back though. So much more happening this morning, including sports right after these.